Did Louis Farrakhan lead chants of death to America while he was over in Iran? Hi, thanks for watching. So today is Friday, Fact Check Friday, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently. Now, normally on my fact check videos, I will fact check a mainstream media news source or a mainstream media fact checking website and show what they're doing wrong and point out lies or misrepresentations, misquotes, things like that, that they have done. But they're not the only ones that make mistakes and that are misleading. Today, I am going to be looking at the Gateway Pundit. This is a conservative news blog. In fact, it's one of the most cited conservative blogs that we have in the country. They've been quoted from Hannity and Rush and Drudge Report, and it comes up a lot in the media. And so I'm going to be taking a look at an article that they put out earlier this month. And I want you to know that I am not coming from a particular political point of view when I'm doing this fact-checking video. There are a lot of people that are rah-rah their team. Whatever their team is, their team does no wrong, the other team is always wrong. And I understand that. I'm not that way. In this case, I'm really like pro-truth and I'm anti-lies, right? That's where my personal politics are. I'm in favor of transparency and the truth. And that's what I try to do on my channel. And I want you to know that when you come to me and you watch one of my fact-checking videos, know that I'm not doing this from a particular political viewpoint. I'm doing this to get to the truth. That's what's important to me. I would be pleased if I never had to make another fact-checking video. That would mean that journalism is doing the right thing. But that's not going to happen, is it? We know that journalism is so bad, and someone needs to call them out on it. And up until this point, I've mostly been calling out the left. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Gateway Pundit, a conservative website. Now, if you don't want to see that, that's okay. Come back next week. I'll be going after another left-wing site. Don't worry. But I just want you to know that I am coming from a place of wanting to get to the truth and to have better reporting. Okay, let's get to this article. The title is Louis Farrakhan leads chants of death to America in Tehran, refers to America as Great Satan. Democrat Party favorite and Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan traveled to Iran this past week for meetings with regime leaders. Farrakhan leads chants of death to America on Sunday during his visit with Iranian leaders. And there's a couple pictures of some tweets from an Iranian journalist. And in this one with the video, it says, Iran State TV news presenter. Listen to leader of Nation of Islam chanting death to America. And in Farsi, that would be the language of Iran. He says death to, and the audience says America. Now, let's take a look at this video so you know what this is about.
You say Bad va Israel, Malk bar.
Israel.
Malk bar.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty inflammatory. That looks pretty bad just from that short video. But this is something that the mainstream media does a lot, especially when they're talking about Trump. You know, often they will take him out of context. They will take one little clip. When you hear that little clip, it sounds terrible, but when you hear the entire thing in context, it's the complete opposite meaning. I did a video about this with the New York Times where they totally misquoted Trump. Now, let's take a look at this clip, but the broader thing of what was going on before and after.
Let's say you have a greater chance of uniting with people who say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. America does not say that. America hates that you say that. And America hates when you say Bad va Israel. Bad, is that, am I saying it right?
No.
So when you hear the full context of the clip, he is saying America hates it when you say death to America. America hates it when you say death to Israel. It has the complete opposite meaning of the first clip that I played. When you see it in context, you know that he wasn't saying that. He was saying that we hate it when you say these things. This is straight up propaganda, but they should have checked. They should have looked for the entire clip, listened to the entire clip to know the context of what he was talking about. And if they had done that, they would know that he was not saying death to America. He was saying the opposite. He was saying that we hate it when you say death to America. It's just wrong. And while this article was published November 5th, right, it's been 2 weeks, and there's been no update to the story. There's been no correction or anything. This article has hundreds of comments. A lot of people have read this article and believe that Farrakhan said this. And he didn't. He said the opposite of it. And that's wrong. It shouldn't be reported that way. Here's the thing. You can not like Farrakhan, but you should not misquote him just to get clicks or just to push an agenda. That's wrong. The liberal media does this so often with President Trump. They will misquote him and misrepresent what he says just to get clicks, just to further a political agenda. And it's wrong when both sides do it. And that's why I think that fact-checking is so important. You know, something else is when you get caught lying, you lose your credibility. And if you're trying to influence people, if you're trying to persuade people to your point of view, you shouldn't lie. You shouldn't misrepresent things. It doesn't work. And I would like people to put out the best information that they can, to be the best journalists that they can. Now, I have a whole lot of different sources that I want to do fact-checking for. If you have an opinion on what I should do next, please let me know in the comments. Have a great weekend. Peace. Help me reach my goal of 2,500 subscribers.